What he means by that specifically, of course, is that access to truthful information is one of the best ways to prevent wars and prevent escalating tensions. So when I hear him say things like this, it reiterates to me that the powerful and the elite are extremely fearful of him and his work through WikiLeaks. Julian Assange basically predicted tensions with Iran. He has this unique ability to predict these things that are happening in the world years before they happen. He's really, really intelligent with that. So I don't know if you were able to see that, but basically what he was saying was that we're typically lied our way into war. And then he also made the great point to say that Hollywood and the entertainment industry is often used to help manufacture that consent. What
Absolutely.
are your thoughts on that?
Well, right off the bat, Assange, he is grounded and rooted in truth because he gets to see what the everyday average American doesn't get to see, right? So that's why his predictions are a little bit more online, because when you see the truth, like you said, you get a lot more perspective, you get a lot more knowledge of what's going on, and you can make a great prediction from the truth. Today's video of mine that is not allowed to be suppressed, and we had to contact our lawyer. In fact, it's not allowed to be put up. It was suppressed, excuse me, for stepping on my words. We talked about Ricky Gervais and what he did, calling out Hollywood. I know I'm a new fan of Ricky Gervais or however you want to see it. I'm going to be part of the fan club because what he did, even though he says it was just jokes, it was rooted in a lot of truth. And yes, let me tell you something. That's the third arm. You talk about the military-industrial complex, the establishment and the elites trying to control, information, control thoughts. They use Hollywood to get their message across. I hate Jeff Krasinski now, or Jim Krasinski, whatever his name from The Office. I used to love the guy, but the fact that he's doing Jack Ryan, and this is how they do this. They also do it through video games like Modern Warfare, where you see the white helmets as the heroes, whatnot. That's why it's important for people like Julian Assange to give us the truth and the transparency we need. So that is my thought on that today. That's because we went after Hollywood. That's why they took our video down.
Let me throw something at you about the Ricky Gervais thing, because I know a ton of people in the conspiracy community and a ton of people in the truth community. Sam Tripoli's friend of mine, friend of the show. And when we were talking about it, he said, look, this was scripted. He read this off of a teleprompter. They all knew that this was coming. This is so the train of thought is Epstein's going to be allowed to be persecuted and the finger pointed at, and everybody is going to immediately act like, okay, well, the bad guy's gone, so all of the kid fucking in Hollywood stuff. The same way that they tried to do that with Me Too and Harvey Weinstein. And it was only because more and more people kept getting called out on this. But the kind of people that watch the Golden Globes, Craig, they're not asking deep questions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you're allowed to, point at Epstein and say he's the bad guy, and oh my God, look at what Ricky Gervais was able to get away with, on regular network television, then people stop asking questions about it and it dies down a little bit. And the only thing that keeps it going is when people like the Convo Couch cover it, people like Jason Burmis cover it, people like my show. There's a handful of other people Graham Elwood have done a number of videos on this thing, and to all of their credit, keep talking about